doing? What are your thoughts on that? Everybody kind of did their own thing.
It feel good. When you don't play for 2 weeks, you got finals and exams and a lot of school stuff. It feels good to get back on the court and get a win with a team. And it was a well-balanced win. I felt like everybody performed great today.
Trevor, I don't think the crowd was as loud as when Keenan dunked that one at the end. I saw you on the bench just trying to restrain people. How often does he dunk those home at practice?
Keen always dunks in practice, but it's just, it's the fact that Keen always work hard. He was a walk-on and he got a scholarship. So him just always working hard in practice, always pushing us. It's an amazing moment when he do something like that. He cheer for us the whole game when we do stuff, we get it done. So it's only right to do the same thing for him.
You guys were really cheering A.J. Griffin when he came on.
Yeah.
Had the game high. What was that like? What do you guys? All you guys are like giving him his props. Can you walk us through that?
AJ, he been killing this whole 2 weeks when we've been off. Just his confidence boosted up. I always clown him. I say he back to the New York AJ. I always tell him just play your game. Sometimes he get in his head a little bit, but just tell him play your game. He's super talented to be in his own head.
Did this 2-week break allow you guys to reset after that second half against Ohio State, first loss of the season?
Definitely. We watched a lot of film. We talked about it a lot. It sucks when you lose and you got to wait 2 weeks to play the next game. And you just sit on that loss. And everybody talk about it. But we learned a lot from that. We fixed it out there today. We just played.
You guys shot the ball well from three. You kind of set the tone with that first one. Can you talk about the shooting night that you all had today?
Yeah, just working in practice, getting a lot of threes up, game shots, spacing, moving. I think that was the biggest thing. That's why we've been struggling. Just not moving around, just standing. When we watched it on film in Ohio State in the second half, we was just standing. Then we went 5 minutes without a shot. A main shot. So when we watched that and you just move around, we made a lot of threes today.
Coach says he was putting in some new stuff in the half court the last couple of weeks. How much of an emphasis has the half court been since the Ohio State loss?
I think we spent this whole time going over the half court, switching up some plays, just moving, using the whole half court. I think that's the biggest thing. I think our spacing was just awful. We definitely used the whole 2 weeks half court and getting down the court, running transition.
What's the area from the Ohio State tape you took away and said, that's an area I need to get better in?
For me, it was just standing around. I think I standed a lot on the second half, not moving around a lot, affecting my shot. I think I went 3 for 13. It's crazy. It's a bad game for me. But just watching film with Coach Shire, stuff I need to work on. Just seeing, reading the defense better. And we did that the whole 2 weeks, and I executed out there today.
Get one of those guys.
Yeah, definitely. It just comes by the preparation with the coaches and everyone just, continue to push me. Like I said last time, continue to work and you're going to see results. So I'm just glad that,
Speaking of work, Coach K said that you've been putting in extra work. What have you been doing in between?
I would say just really extras after practices and just really just going hard every single time, no matter what I'm doing and staying locked in. So.
How would you describe what the last 2 weeks have been like? The practices, exposure to exams at Duke. What has that been like?
I would say it was more of a mental stuff going on during the last 2 weeks because we have a lot of exams. You got to focus on in practice, so it's really just about just locking in and getting your schoolwork done as soon as possible. And you just focus on basketball for the next 2 weeks. So it's pretty good.
The coaches had said you guys wanted to work a lot on half-court offense, sharing the ball more. After what happened against Ohio State. How did that manifest itself? What did you guys do to try to work on that stuff?
I would say just playing off the ball. That was one of our weaknesses, I guess you could say. In Ohio State, it's just, a lot of ball watching. And we just kept on, thinking that in the back of our head and then just playing as a team as we always do. So yeah.
Jay, you have this rare ability to go to the basket hard with aggression and yet put up a soft shot. Were you born with that, or is that something you developed over the years?
I think it just naturally happens. Every single time I do that, though, I tell myself, I should have dunked that one. I guess, it's just naturally. So, yeah.
You had 4 assists tonight. Just talk about the team's ability to share the ball tonight.
Well, we came in, we wanted to try to get 25 assists all together and just really try to share the ball, play as a team. And, you see the open guy, it's a great feeling hitting the guy and just seeing the shot go in for your teammates. So, yeah.
Has that been a learning process, though, for you all to kind of get to that point? I know Coach Smith had talked about sitting down with you all and working about kind of the difference between a good and a great shot last week.
Oh, yeah. That definitely been a learning experience, but sometimes I think we could be a little bit too unselfish. Like, we'll pass it, continue to pass it too much sometimes because we'll have a great shot and then give it up for another great shot and then it just keeps going. So I think it's definitely been a learning experience, but I love how we play and I love the guys. So.
Coach Smith told us that you have to be Ohio State game. That the biggest point of emphasis going in this week was better ball movement, and it kind of seemed like that happened. Is that the way you saw it?
Yeah, that was something we stressed after during this break, and I was thankful we get out there and make some shots and move the ball a little bit and get it going.
This was your best three-point shooting percentage as a team this season. Were the shots just there, or is that something you guys constantly work on after Ohio State?
We got a lot of shots up for 2 weeks before this, and we got some good shooters, and thankfully we knocked them down. We all got open and made our shots.
What do you think of AJ? Coach Smith also said that he's kind of been talking with you guys about knowing the difference between a good shot and a great shot. When you're out there, is there anything that kind of gives you a hint as to what that might be, or how can you kind of see that when you're in game?
Yeah, good shots and great shots. A lot of it's knowing what your teammate's good at. So knowing who great shooters are, and then passing up maybe a contested shot for an open shot, and getting guys who shoot the ball well and the ball in their spots. And it's something we recognize on film, and we go out there and try to execute it.
How often does Worthington dunk those in practice?
Keenan, he gets a couple. He's got some sneaky bounce. I was real happy for him that he got the putback tonight. That was sweet.
You guys spend a lot of time, the reserves bringing a lot of energy from the bench for the guys playing. What's it like to have that role reversed and see them kind of go crazy for what you guys do at the end of the game?
Yeah, it's good to see them get excited, and we expect that from them. They expect that from us. It's the role. All 14 guys are engaged the whole game, so it's good that they get excited for us, and it's kind of an expectation.